What's going on, guys? Fun with Knives back again, and I got a pretty sweet overview for you today. This is the Tops Desert Nomad. That would focus for us. Pretty awesome looking combat slash military style knife from Tops. And this was one I bought quite a while ago, but it hasn't really seen any use, and it hasn't been on the channel, so I thought I'd do an overview before I really get some use on it, and I'm ready for a review whenever that may be. So let's go over some specs real quick. This knife is 11.75 inches long in total, so just shy of a full foot. It has a 6.5-inch blade, that's all the way back to the guard here, with a 5.6, so just over 5.5 inches on that cutting edge for that blade. Clip point style, obviously, and then has a very robust stock thickness of 0.19, and this is 440C stainless rather than their almost standardized 1095 carbon steel. So this is quite the departure for Tops. I know they have a few knives in their arsenal that are, stainless steels, even have some powdered metallurgy ones, I believe, but most of the knives I have from Tops and most of their offerings are going to look a little bit more like this. This has got micarta scales, it has a 1095 blade on it, and it has that black traction coating. Overview coming on this Street Scalpel 2 here fairly soon. This one I just got, but this is more along the lines of what Tops usually offers. So this is quite the departure. Really excited about something a little bit different from them. This has a tumbled finish on it, which actually looks pretty cool if I can get the light right there. But pretty awesome looking blade. Saber grind. It's very thick behind the edge, which I guess it should be. This is intended to be more of a harder use knife that you're really going to beat on, so you don't want something that's going to be prone to chipping or anything like that. Black G10 on the handle scales there. They have those liners go right around the blade like they usually do that they color. Weight on this guy, 10.8 ounces for just the knife, and then right at 16 ounces for the knife and the sheath. Coming back to the sheath, most of Tops knives, I would say, come with some version of this, a Kydex sheath. This is definitely one of their better ones, and I know some of their larger knives have nylon sheaths, but this one has a leather sheath, and a pretty good one at that. I think they designed it fairly well. Tops would tell you that this sheath is going to provide you a silent draw for when you're taking down bad guys, which some people certainly might with this knife, but I will not be doing that. I just thought it was freaking awesome. But nice black leather sheath. Looks like very robust stitching. Got your flag on the dot there. Huge belt loop. And then you got some kind of grommet holes through there for, I don't know, mounting a blade tech lock or molly webbing or something I'm sure you could do. The best part about this, though, is that unlike the Silent Hero, I believe, this leather strap pulls away from the blade edge, so you can pull it rapidly or even kind of at an angle if you had to get it out quickly for whatever reason, that you're not going to cut the strap off and make that sheath almost unusable. Going back to the blade here, there is your model number, Z804, and then you got this huge aluminum handguard, or I guess that's what you'd call that, and it is just massive. And that was one of my main sticking points on this knife. I thought it would certainly look less cool without it. I thought it'd be more functional, especially because you have a forward finger choil. Granted, this is intended to be a sharpening choil, but you can choke up on this, and I thought this would create a huge hot spot. But it's not bad. I've done, very little use with this knife, so I'll have to report on that during the full review. But it's not bad. It's actually kind of a gripping point where you're not worried about this finger hopping onto the edge, and it kind of splits, these two fingers. It's not a terrible grip for some light use, but obviously intended, to be used in a hammer grip, or I guess even in a reverse grip, so that you don't hop over that and then get onto the blade edge. G10 handle, it's decently grippy. It's not overly so. These kind of grooves in here provide the most amount of traction. The shape is just very neutral, and then you have a lanyard hole at the back with kind of a splitter tip if you needed to, I don't know what you honestly use that for, some sort of hard prying or something like that. I think this 440C could take it. So just wanted to show this knife off. Again, I don't have some sort of wicked cool use that I'm going to employ this knife in. It's just awesome and something a little bit different from tops. So excited to start using this one, give you guys a review, hopefully within a month or two. And appreciate you guys watching. And remember, have fun with your knives.